awesome. That goes out to you, the listeners.
We're slowly filing in here one by one.
Oh, well, she's gonna join.
Well, it looked like he came online, and then he's like, "Oh shit, there's people online. I better not be." Well, he came online.
Oh no, they know I'm awake.
Yeah. wearing his Iron Man PJs.
All I heard was Iron Man PJs.
That's all he ever hears.
Yeah, apparently.
All right.
I'm here, stop panicking.
I could show that picture.
The talent is here.
All right.
It was
the talent
here before you got here.
The talent is here.
You just made it worse.
All right, I'm going to get this road in the show. That's right.
I think I may have got a ticket, by the way.
Oh, why? You guys have those cameras that are on poles somewhere, and they just take your picture and send you tickets.
Yep, photo radar. Oh, they're not just somewhere. They are everywhere.
Armchair speed officers.
Don't you have, like, ways to tell you where they all are as you're driving along?
No.
Nah.
Is that just me that keeps, like, losing audio?
Yep.
I think so.
Ah, shit. Alright. I'm on my desktop, my new build, so I'm just like, that's gonna be a pain in the ass.
Oh, it's October 5th, 2014. It's gonna be a good show.
2 FPS, 3 RPGs, and 5 sim-type games.
Yeah.
I think you'd be able to come up with one here.
I'm actually pulling this one hard.
Ask all the people that need hacks to play Call of Duty. I can hear you groaning inwardly every time Sin's mentioned. You're just cringing.
Episode 445 of Mods on Air. I don't know what he's saying. We're going to give you the week in gaming news as modders, developers, and gamers ourselves. I'm Foilman. Welshie has just joined us. Hello, Welshie.
Hello.
Hello, Strider made it in. Hello, Strider.
Hello, everybody.
And Ham. Good old reliable Ham. Here he is.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, so before we begin, let me remind you all that the show is recorded live. You can join us over at the Twitch broadcast, twitch.tv/modsonair. And we do this every Sunday. And if you want to check out some of the past episodes, you can head over to the modsonair.com website and see all of them, except the ones that we lost.
Twitch. Catch fever.
Good old reliable Twitch.
I actually have some of the Samsung Evos. Ham. I have 2 of them.
What do you think?
They're pretty awesome. I'm using them right now. I've put
Except for the audio drop.
Except for the audio drops, yeah. That could be a potential problem. Maybe ask me in about an hour where I'm like, this shit, they're the worst things I've ever bought. No, they're pretty good. I got 2 of them because the ones that I bought were only 250 gig each.
Okay.
So I'm running like everything game related just on OneDrive, and then the OS and other random stuff on this one. Pretty fast, barely generate any heat, I noticed.
Oh.
Which is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Because there's no motors.
Right.
There's nothing. Yeah, it's a solid state drive, right? So there's nothing moving. They're extremely quiet.
They should be.
Yeah.
They generate heat?
Extremely quiet. They should be making no noise.
They do make a little bit.
Do they? Wait, what?
No, they shouldn't.
They do a tiny bit. I can't
chip.
hear it from here, but
There's nothing mechanical.
It's a chip. If it's making a noise, it's going to be making a buzzing noise, and that means it's just about ready to crater. Enjoy your Samsung EVO.
I never ran that test, so I don't know. But it does sound a little odd. You should get that thing checked out by a proper doctor. All right, gaming news. Here we go. We have a video game museum that thought, you know what? We're a museum of video games, so let's redesign or let's rebuild an old game from the Commodore 64, this old MMO. I don't know why.
Why?
Why would you rebuild an old game? Why not make the new version maybe? But you're going to rebuild this old game called Habitat?
This is the world's first MMO.
And it looks like it too.
Whoa, that was loud.
I didn't think it was loud at all, just so you know.
I think what we're watching here is the original trailer for the game, in case you wanted to get all excited for the rebuild.
Lucasfilm and Quantum Link.
Do either of those companies even exist anymore?
Lucasfilm?
Oh yeah.
I don't. Does it? I thought they sold it to Disney.
Yeah.
I thought they just sold Star Wars to Disney. Lucasfilm still exists.
Lucasfilm got sold.
They sold it to Disney, and Disney started canceling games.
Pops, look, I promise I'll pay you as sure as my name is Valentino.
Valentino? What's going on here? What kind of game are you playing, Pops?
Now see here.
Pops and his friend Jimmy aren't the first people to get drawn into this strange new world where names can change.
Okay, I'm sure you want to watch the entire promo for this, right? It's only 8.5 minutes.
Keynotes of existence.
Oh man.
That's a geek's rule.
Yes, it does. In all of today's hottest news.
Yesterday's prices.
Yeah. You're getting such a sweet deal.
Running in slow motion.
Come on, top of the state of the art there, 10 frames per second.
Yeah. Well, when geeks rule, you gotta let people know, so you gotta slow it down for them.
All right, well,
Oh, a game I have to read?
if you've ever wondered how smart, how intelligent the intelligence is here over in the United States, well, they're so intelligent that they hire people who worked on Call of Duty in order to try and help them predict the future of war.
Oh, God.
That's what we've come to.
And the decline of the Western civilization begins now.
It all comes full circle.
I don't know. I don't know why.
What's going to happen now is there's going to be a huge... the next crisis is going to be sharks with laser beams and the fear of snowmobiles and tactical nukes. And
everyone will have dogs in the army now.
Yeah.
Yep. And snowmobiles that shoot
tactical
nuclear.
Nukes.
Yeah, nuclear missiles. Yeah.
And every soldier.
Sharks with laser beams. It's what it's all going to come down to.
Every
rocket
soldier
packs
be equipped with a corporate credit card, so they can
rocket pack
charge DLC to unlock those spikes.
And when the aliens show up with their giant robots, they're not going to say anything about Titanfall.
Imagine all the money the government could make if they started charging the personnel for upgrades, just little upgrades. You want to run a little faster, just cost you a little bit. It's okay.
Oh, you want to wear camouflage in the field? Yeah, that's going to cost you. That'll cost you.
We're still working on our respawn technology.
And this is the future of war.
Oh my goodness.
I don't even know how to process that. That's just.
It's like a Fox News story.
It is. Well, I didn't actually verify where the article came from. Maybe it came from Fox.
From Fox.
Maybe it came from Activision.
We should do some research into the shit that we tell you people. But
I like the first line of this article. If you felt that Call of Duty Black Ops 2 presented an eerily plausible version of war, I didn't think that.
It is true that they have been testing out exosuits of a sort, not like we're seeing on these games. And it is true that somebody else was hired by the government to explore the idea of running with jetpacks. Running, not jumping jetpacks and flying through the air. No, running, as in a boost to make you run faster. Doesn't mean they're employing
I don't understand how you can predict the future of war. Did it mean the future technology of war?
Yeah, the future warfare. This is, what do you think we're going to be up against? But it's
but a lot of amount of stuff we've designed is based on what country we're at war with at that particular moment.
I can see them all sort of like in an office, and they're showing the cutscenes from Call of Duty, and so this is what we think is going to happen here in the future.
We think the Russians are coming again.
Yeah. Statue of Liberty. Might want to look out for that. That might come down.
You may want to look after that.
All right, now we also have F.E.A.R Online, which is about to launch. It's going to launch on the 17th. That's next week. This is the one that everyone's not been waiting for because F.E.A.R is
forward to it.
Yeah. We enjoyed the first one, and after that, it was a. I want to say it was a steady decline, but it was a.
Yeah. I enjoyed it.
Then I became afraid of every other one after it just because they sucked so much. Each one, you were afraid that each one subsequently would suck more than the one previous, and you were right, and it was.
Yeah. It's you had every reason to be fearful.
That's right. This is a Warner Brothers game.
At least they finally got rid of Windows Live for their game.
It's probably crashing.
Because that would be the most terrifying thing of all. Press next to install Windows Live. No!
Oh!
It kept me up at night.
I don't think I can watch the trailer. It's starting to make me want to go into seizures or something.
Seizures are DLC. So I'm sorry, you haven't unlocked seizures yet.
I've got the Call Me an Ambulance pack.
They'll sue me.
You can't.
An ambulance pack.
When I saw this trailer and the article related to the trailer, there's some people who said that they have played the beta and they said it was not worth.
Of course it's not.
Existence. Yeah, and
Actually, isn't that what having health insurance is? Real life DLC.
pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
Subscription base.
It's subscription-based DLC.
Not well. You have to buy it. It all depends on where you're from. I mean, it's a forced DLC. That's the problem. That's why it's not quite. Okay.
If you move to Canada, you get the season pass for free.
Yeah.
There's just a taxable subscription model, an annual tax.
Does everyone get free snowmobiles when they move to Canada?
No.
No.
It's not like Alaska where you move to Alaska and you get $100.
All right, another one that is going around, Dead Island 2. There's some gameplay available for that. If you wanted to get even more unexcited about playing the game, you can watch them play the previous. Oh wait, it's not the previous game? Oh, it is. It's the exact same thing.
Here's more reasons not to buy it.
Now bringing you no innovation, Dead Island 2.
Hollywood is now an island, by the way.
Hollywood's always been an island.
It's on financial and mental island.
As you're going to be playing around, you're going to maybe hear gunshots in the distance.
And crazy!
Another player who's.
All right.
How do you tell the difference between the real zombies and just the regular zombies that currently live in Hollywood?
Oh.
See what I did
there.
Meet up and say, yeah, I'm going to help you.
Like how he's like shooting downstream there, and then the zombie's right beside him and starts beating on him. It's like, oh, I never saw you right beside me.
You can also use the environment quite nicely to your advantage.
I'm so bored watching this.
Now you know how they felt playing it.
They do sound insanely bored, don't they? Just like, oh, you can use the environment. It's like they've way from
we've added with it. Newer weapons. We've added new zombies. There's crazier and more diverse.
There's crazier things to do.
Crafting blueprint.
Maybe they should have legalized marijuana.
Really over the top.
Then we wouldn't have zombies everywhere.
The other players found a branch saw. A little different from there.
I won't argue that it doesn't look nice. It looks nice, but
visually it looks great. But like, so what?
There's no gameplay in it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's just like, oh, all right.
It's the same thing that I got bored of in Dead Island.
Yeah.
Obviously, we did not compromise on the classic goreness.
Sounds so bored.
There was no compromise.
Has he got like a little teleprompter there? And he is It really, he's reading it like he's hooked on phonics.
I think he's watching the gameplay and trying to think of what to say about it.
Yeah, that's
like I said, this is just a little part of
you can kill a zombie and then chop him in half for breakfast.
We're going to be traveling quite a bit around California and what you're seeing here.
We did lots of research in California. We found out that people smoke a lot of weed in California.
Of what you could actually do in the whole Los Angeles area, and we're also going to have San Francisco and some other places. And a bit later, you'll have a very nice view of just how vast the world is. And we didn't just
world
make
is vast. It is
but
California.
We really try to have events take place all over the place, little stories that you're going to encounter as you're going through the major story arc of the game.
Seriously,
I don't understand how he's making this more boring than it actually is.
It really is.
I mean, yeah, like we're not too interested in it because we played the first one. But I imagine if you didn't play the first one, this is kind of like, oh, cool. But he is making it even more boring.
Yeah.
He alone is like.
You'll like it. I hate the game, but you're gonna like it.
I think he just hates his
I
entire
am so tired of talking about this game.
Wow.
It looks like it might suffer from the same problem as the original 2 Dead Islands, which is, yeah, it's fun to start, but there's not enough change in gameplay, or there's not enough build in it to keep you really motivated to finish it. It's just the same thing sort of over and over.
My experience of that game was you worked so hard to get guns, and then you got them, and it was like they barely worked on zone. Like, oh, this is disappointing. I've been playing for like 20 hours to get this.
The exciting part of that
I got a gun, and then
right, and then you have a friend with you, and and they're like struggling to kill a zombie because they're level 1, and you have a gun, and you go boom, boom, but those are your only bullets.
Yeah, it ruined that game for me. It was like I felt like it was a huge letdown. It's like, oh yeah, I got a gun. Oh wait, they don't work on zombies. Well, that's pointless.
I think I got close to the end, but I ended up uninstalling it. I was just like, this is it's too much. It's too long. It's way too long for me to keep doing this.
Do you still have Interstellar Marines installed?
I do, and I still have not played it since those updates.
The updates that allow you to play co-op, huh?
Yeah.
See, that's good. That's what I would wanted to see, like the last update, or way before this.
Now I want to see it to go on sale again.
Oh, it will.
Because it's 18, 19 bucks right now. And there really isn't any shooting in this video, is there? It's just a couple of guys walking around this environment together, cooperatively. Cooperative walking.
Team walking.
I saw some gameplay of the co-op. Weird isolationist trailer, but there's just one enemy type. It's a gray robot. It looks like a mannequin.
Oh, really?
And it runs up to you and sort of punches you, and that's pretty much it. So that's what you can expect
for your 18
bucks. The thing is, the scheduled release date of this game was July 2nd, 2013.
Mm-hmm.
We're more than a year past that, and it's still early access game. I have, and they're saying, oh, now you get to play co-op. Well, that was the whole gig with this game, was you're supposed to be able to play co-op.
I don't know.
So it seems that this game is way behind schedule on development. Well, not seems, it is.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, you know, the next thing's going to happen is going to be another Kickstarter for it. Hey, we need Kickstarter Part 2. Our first one was our first Kickstarter was so successful. We've run out of money.
I don't know. It's taking. You're right. It's just taking so long that I've lost pretty much. Because when it first came out, I think I was excited about it. I know F.E.A.R was, because it's a Unity game, and Ham was pretty excited about it, and we're like, yeah, that's pretty cool. And then now that was like almost 2 years ago.
Yeah.
It's just like, you're just taking, and I get, it's a small studio, and I've said this before, like they're struggling and whatever, but just Jesus, like just get it done.
I've made at least 20 games since then.
Yeah, they're taking a long time. I like what they have, but it's just they're taking forever.
Mm-hmm.
And the big worry is that by the time it's actually done, it's not going to be anything special or worth.
It's going to be like Stalker. By the time it's actually done, it's going to be old technology, and it's going to come out free to play. Six months after it's released for sale, they'll come out and be giving it away. It's like, just please play our game.
It won't be old technology, because every time the next version of Unity comes out, they restart development on that new version. That's why it's one of the reasons it's taken so long.
So, they took away that feature we were using. All right.
Well, it's not because they're taking away features. It's because they keep adding features. And they're like, oh, yeah, we want to add that to the game.
This can be better. Back to the drawing board.
Yep.
Okay, another one is a game called Dying Light. And they want you to know they have new co-op gameplay to show off, too.
But
wait, Dying Light? Dead Island?
It's just Dead Island in the dark, isn't it?
Maybe. It's the same guy talking, isn't it?
Yeah, California.
It is, isn't it?
At least he sounds vaguely excited.
Is this the same developer?
That is the same guy. Not the one that was talking.
Alright, wait. Dead Island game.
The whole world of Dead Island
He was
2
playing.
more dynamic.
He was on the screen as well earlier.
There is a bald guy there in a black shirt, and then I go over to Dying Light and he's changed shirts. Now it's a gray shirt.
This is a
He's much more excited.
You want to try it? So
this is the one he's excited about.
Yeah. This is Eurogamer Expert, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's, which I believe is
Yes,
the last
EGX,
one.
Eurogamer Expo. It's the last one?
Yeah, last one at their current venue, I think.
No.
So I think they're because they're getting bigger again, so they're gonna have to move, I assume.
Starting to whack everything in their way.
Maybe they'll go into a darker side of London.
The darker side.
That's called Wales.
There we go, beautiful headshot. And there you go, you win. Now what do you get out of this?
You win?
Game over.
You win.
Hey, you might as well quit now. It's not going to get better.
And that means if you're good at it and you win, you get this extra screen. That means you level up faster.
So let's go through it again.
Your character becomes
Dead Island,
faster.
Dead Island
And what's most
Riptide,
important,
Dead
you
Island
get
2,
access. If you happen to
Dead
be on the
Island
human side,
Epidemic,
it's not about killing
Dying
it.
Light,
If we actually spawn special zombie hives, you should be
Hell Raid.
a second. Just let's get rid of him here. So you see,
and then
he uses his
the other
powers
Dead
to
Island
run
game,
out,
Dead
but
Island,
with
Escape
flashlight
Dead
on it,
Island.
We scare him away.
And
Now, when
coming
you're playing as
soon,
humans, we
Dead
spawn
Island,
those
the MMO.
hives. There are three
God.
hives spawning every time the Night Hunter joins the game, and it's your
Which
job
will
to
look
find them
identical
and
to this,
destroy
with
them.
Mm-hmm.
And
the
how do
same
you do that? Well, as you
gameplay
can
and
see, Night Hunter's absolutely
non-innovative
ninja. Like, you can't really match, even
progression.
with all your free-running skills against it.
What's
But
with the
at the
like
same
glowing purple?
I don't know. I'm trying to. That's what I'm trying
the
to.
light that's dying.
It's not- you can't
Didn't you
really
get
yeah.
the memo?
head-to-head against your melee attacks. By the way, that's an awesome save. In the last second, put the light on him, get him off your back. So if
I
you can
don't
get
know.
Close, if you can keep at him, you can kill him like that. And that's your window of opportunity to go and destroy those hives.
I'm done. There.
It's just the same.
They must be vampires. They're afraid of light, and God bless, and they have hives.
They have hives?
That's yeah. That's what he said.
So I got an email from Steam. I'm interjecting a topic here, and Steam has finally recognized Canada as having its own currency.
I saw that.
Oh.
And so in November, all Steam games will be retailed in Canadian dollars at a currency exchange rate set by Valve.
Oh boy.
I don't get why they can't just change it like visually. I don't understand what that.
They've finally acknowledged you as a person.
Yep. We are officially our own country with a currency.
It would take what, an hour to write, install, and test such a script?
I can't even say it would take that, because they've already got it for UK pounds, the euros. All they're doing is they're just adding another region, which they already know what fucking region I'm in because I bloody well had to tell them that when I bought the games, when I signed up.
Well, that's like the birth date. You tell them what your birth date is, and then you go to a game and it says, "What's your birth date?" So we can decide whether or not to show you the content. I told you what my birth date is. I'm logged in.
I'm afraid I can't let you do that.
Speaking of Steam, have you seen these like recommended for you things now?
Yes, we spoke of that.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
And how terribly shit it is.
Well, and you keep scrolling down. Did you notice you can continually scroll down and it doesn't end? And then when you finally get to the bottom, which is after like 5 minutes of scrolling, it says, "We've run out of recommended games for you. Check back later or try a random game."
I clicked on it. The first time I clicked on it, the first game that jumps up at me is DayZ. I'm just like, yeah, no, thank you. Great recommendation there, thanks.
Steam continually recommends CS:GO to me.
That's convenient.
I recommend you get an Oculus, and then you can try out the stationary bike MMO.
This is what you need in your life. You need stationary bike MMOs.
Yeah, so you can race that other person that has the Oculus and a stationary bike.
That one other person.
Yeah. And don't worry, you can't cheat in the game, so you can't do 90 miles an hour. You have to. It's all realistic.
Can I elbow people in the face as I go past?
And make them actually fall off their stationary bike? That would be good. I would like that, but they'd get mad when they start breaking their Oculus.
It would kind of be cool if you had the Oculus on and you're pedaling your stationary bike, and as you're going up a hill in the game, the resistance on the pedaling got harder.
Well, they can do that now.
Yeah.
Go to any gym and they've got one of those machines.
Yeah, but
take your Oculus with you.
This one you're actually like, so when you're going downhill, you can just like coast, just like, oh, thank fuck.
There's no coasting in a bike race. Okay.
So in other words, they're still trying to figure out what to do with it.
Where are they going to put this at? It's going to be in bars or gyms?
It's going to be in your home.
In bars. Because nothing says awesome
everywhere.
like a bunch of drunk people wearing an Oculus and pedaling a bike.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
It's important.
You could put it in a store or something and have it like power your store while people play on it.
You can pay people to get on it and help give you energy.
Okay. I get my mind off of that. We have Windows 9. Windows 9's coming. Oh, I'm sorry. No, wait. Windows 10. Windows 10's coming.
Yeah. They kind of skipped over 9 when no one was looking.
Yeah. Did you see one of the excuses for it? They believe that some of the programming that's out there for Windows will detect Windows 9 as Windows 95 because back then when they did checks, they just left off the last number. So what they'll do is instead make it Windows 10.
They're going to put 10. That is fucking hilarious.
The irony of this, though, like they're saying that the next version of Windows is going to be a free upgrade for Windows 8. So even Microsoft realizes that every second version of Windows is a shit pile.
It's all DLC.
They're trying to fix their fuck up. And it's like, yeah, you know what? You bought shit. Here's a cookie. Forget that you bought the shit. Here's a free cookie. Everybody else has to pay for this cookie, but you get it free because you ate shit.
You're smart enough to wait it out.
Well, the worst part is most people just got it when they bought like a laptop or...
Yeah, and they were like, this is the worst fucking shit
can't
ever.
Get rid of it. It's just like it's
Which is stupid because Windows 7 fixed what was wrong with Vista, and Vista was fucked.
Yeah.
It was good, but it was so fucked it was not usable.
It's not too bad now, but now is not the point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so ride the horse a bit. I mean, they rode XP forever, just continued to make money in it. And
they're still making money off XP.
They're still making money off of it. Vista came out, it was a pile of shit. 7 was what Vista should have been. 8 is a pile of shit. What's 10 going to be? Is that going to be the fix? No, it's just going to be another pile of shit because they're trying to pop something out annually.
Yeah. I told the girlfriend that they're coming out with Windows 10 instead of Windows 9. And she's like, "Is it that bad? It's so horrible that they don't even want to touch anything that touches 8. So they've got to skip an entire number because they don't want to be associated with 8 at all."
Skipping a generation so that we're not related.
We can't even be next to the number 8 because we've screwed up so bad.
That's actually written on the the gateway to Surrey.
I was about to spit my coffee out. That's funny shit.
Surrey, BC, by the way, not England. Surrey, England. Some people will get that.
What I understand, they're quite similar.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, skipping a generation, so we're not related. That's
that's actually quite disgusting, but funny at the same time.
So, Windows 10 offers us what exactly? Why do we need
the home button?
But don't you have that? You have a Windows 7 PC?
If you have Windows 7, yeah, but not if you have, what you have.
Mistakenly upgraded.
What I found very disturbing was with the outcome of Windows 8, you were instantly unable to purchase a laptop that didn't come with that OS installed. And even desktops were coming with that OS installed. It became very difficult to purchase a version of Windows 7 to install on anything.
And it wasn't even over a certain period of time. It didn't phase out or anything. It was almost instantaneous. It was one day and they had 7 machines, and then you come out the next day, literally the next day, and it's oh, they're all Windows 8.
Yeah.
You got to give them props for that. Coordinated that one pretty well.
But it was.
Did Microsoft do that specifically so that it forces people to buy this shitty OS that they know sucks, but they got to justify it?
Yeah, it's in the same way.
In reality, Windows 8 is the OS that was designed for their tablet, for their Microsoft Surface. It wasn't designed for anything else but that. Now they tried to force it into everything else and integrate it with everything else, but it wasn't designed for it, ergo all the problems and it made people stupider with trying to use it. And it, in a way, built on this, Microsoft is, a vulnerable OS. And it's so complicated because you can't do anything with it. They tried to oversimplify it and in the same breath made it more complex. I don't know. It's fucked. It's straight up fucked.
I think we're watching a video right now of how they figured out how to make the copy paste work between Notepad and DOS prompt.
Oh
yeah,
really?
That's one of the innovations. They actually did take time out of the presentation to show that you can now paste into command prompt
without having to right click first. Wow.
Whoa.
That's
going to save me all of 8.
You can't right click on a touch screen.
That's why they had to do it.
And if you guys, if you all have not seen the presentation, it's about 40 minutes long, where they sort of introduce Windows 10. You should take some time to go watch it. It's the most awkward, weird, poorly done reveal I've seen in quite some time.
You mean the non-gendered guy that did it?
Non-gendered guy? Is that what you call it?
Yes.
The moves. It's
all those people on the left look really angry.
They just had Windows 8 installed.
Yeah, they got Windows 8. I hate this.
Thought they were getting an upgrade.
Those are the Beatles. Even the Beatles are angry at you, Microsoft.
With this next one, Microsoft has a lot to prove. They didn't have much worth showing to me to actually show. And towards the end of the presentation, they're like, well, we're releasing this preview and we're releasing this feedback program because we need you to help us. And it's just like, man, you all are just admitting defeat right now.
Yeah. We need you to help us. All right. 2 letters. We don't know what we're XP.
Doing. It's free for you, Ham, since you're all Windows 8 over there.
It better be.
I think Microsoft still does have someone at the wheel, but he's drunk as shit. It's like swerving.
They hired the captain of the Exxon Valdez.
All right. Sony has their PlayStation TV on the way. They produced a video to let you know that it's on the way. This little box that plugs into your computer, your TV, and lets you stream games or stream videos from their network.
You can play video games. It's $100.
You can subscribe to watch your cable channels that you already pay to watch.
Plus, I bet you they've done nothing in the way of internet connections.
I bet you that's going to be the same as the Xbox One.
Interestingly,
bandwagon.
At the bottom it says a wired internet connection. And a broadband speed of 5.
I didn't notice that part.
They have no Wi-Fi.
No, that can't be.
It says a wired connection.
That makes no sense.
So the little box just doesn't have a Wi-Fi component.
No, it does.
Wi-Fi is extra.
It does. Over local Wi-Fi or wired connection. I see it right here. I found it.
Weirdly, it says on that video, it just says a wired connection.
Stream a wide range of PS4 games from the PS4 system that you already have plugged into your TV to your PlayStation TV via remote play.
But why don't I just plug the PlayStation directly into the TV?
It has to be in the TV, but you can stream it to the box.
What's the fight?
I think so you could bring it to your friend's house.
I think the idea is supposed to be that you could have the PlayStation in one room and then have this little box in a different room, and so you don't have to move the PlayStation. You can play it in a different room in your house.
Well, I could do that with fairly cheap repeaters.
You could.
Not
why
that
would
cheap.
You do that?
Why would I want to think? Yeah, good point.
It doesn't have a PlayStation logo on it, so.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Sony's next biggest piece of shit that doesn't do the goddamn motherfucking thing it's supposed to.
Yes,
right
that's the one.
Yeah, I remember that. I just realized what you're talking about.
Actually, I looked at this and I might pick it up by the end of this year. Listen, it's $100. It's not very expensive, and I can play the Vita games.
Yes, you can play Vita games.
So it's a cheap way to play some of those Vita games. And the Vita was actually
to play those mobile games on your TV, just like the Ouya.
At least they're quality made.
play those mobile games on your TV like you could with the NES.
Yes.
Well, at least I think with the Super Nintendo you could actually get the cartridge and you could put the Game Boy on top of it and then.
Yeah. I think not bad.
I agree with Han that it is a good idea, but it's not ready yet because there's no games out there. You got some of those PS Vita games, then that's it.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Is the PS Vita the one that you couldn't play your game because you didn't have an internet connection foil?
Yes, that's the one that I brought with me to the airport so that while I was on the plane I could play this game. But when I sat right before I got onto the plane, I was in the airport and it says, "Sorry, we can't start your game because you don't have an internet connection."
That's ridiculous.
So back in the bag it went, and it never came out again. Literally, it's still
Tomb Raider.
I don't even know where it is. I think I brought it to work and left it there.
That was the last time I saw it.
Yeah. You sit here and collect dust.
I don't know. I'd throw $100 at it to play, I don't know, a Vita game every once in a while on the TV. I wouldn't mind that.
A Vita game on the Vita.
But you won't fucking spend $9 and get Gauntlet?
It's $20.
You get some warped values, buddy.
Well, what about this next one from Google? Google says they're going to be making TVs that stack together like Legos. So you can go with this tiny little TV and end up with this gigantic TV. Hopefully there's no bezels. If there's no bezels, then I think that's a pretty good idea.
Yeah.
As long as it's not like I take out one TV and then I have a missing spot. And hopefully it will compensate for that.
Well, what you're doing is you're buying pixels.
Yeah.
So.
Whoa. Yeah.
That's actually a pretty fucking awesome thing, and especially if you can just like, oh, I want a little bit wider screen.
Yeah. I like that.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic.
Plus, you could do like unconventional shapes as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And if I don't need a video card for every single monitor, that's good too.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh, if it just automatically integrates.
Yes.
Oh, innovation.
Mm-hmm.
Now that said, since this is not about Lego, I'm going to make it about Lego. Oh. Lego is going to be experiencing a shortage over Christmas for one reason or the other. It is going to be I'm predicting it is going to be the hot toy of the Christmas season because there is a actual shortage of Lego in the world.
No.
They're not even making it up.
Tiny craftsmen.
You know what? Yep. In this day of 3D printers, who cares anymore? Just print your own Legos.
Print your own Legos, yeah.
Oh no, then you get the guys in the
like
suits showing up.
Legos.
Yeah.
What are you talking about, Willis? You're gonna make Egos, not Legos.
I wonder how Lego feels about that because people can start making their own.
Mm-hmm.
They'll probably have some sort of lawsuit happen, and then you'll only be able to print Legos if you buy the digital files or something. And at that point, you can only print so many.
The thing is Lego is special. That there's nothing like stepping on a piece of Lego that you've lost in the carpet.
Oh, yeah, no.
You're not going to get that feeling from
you can't explain that pain to anybody.
No, you're not gonna get that feeling from a computer generated Lego or a printed Lego because it'll be a little bit softer. The corners won't be as sharp. The Connect blocks and all those Lego knockoffs. You're not going to get that.
They're not giving you the real experience.
You know what? I think now that you say this, I'm going to come up with a 3D file for people who want to print their own Legos that purposely makes them sharper.
Razor Lego.
Yeah. Sell it just on that fact alone.
The deadliest Lego.
There can be only one.
Prison Legos.
Little Lego shank. That's kind of funny. You could put that onto Kickstarter.
Yeah.
People would give you money.
They would. Mm-hmm. I'll just spend all the money researching it.
The dangerous toy I never knew I wanted.
I ran out of money trying to get the project together. I need more money. Another Kickstarter.
I spent all the money on the
3D printer that I backed didn't come through on Kickstarter, so I need more Kickstarter money to back a different 3D printer.
Do you realize that's true? That's already happening to me?
It's already happening to you?
Yes.
Am I not surprised that it's happening to you?
I'm still waiting for that Buccaneer printer. So in the meantime...
Buccaneer printer?
Buccaneer printer. In the meantime, my buddy ordered another printer. We're waiting for that one, too. Yep. All right.
You're never getting it. It doesn't exist.
Mm-mm.
But they got your money.
They do. We have...
I gave all my money to this bum in the street. He said he wouldn't spend it on drugs. Seems like a good idea to me.
Now he's back asking for more.
So what's going to happen?
He's with my brother who's pretending to be gay.
There's a... That's a funny story.
People know what that's about right now.
That's right.
Ham is not one of them. Well, he might be.
Not.
No. Well, women might like pretend to like somebody just so that they can go out and get free drinks and free meals and stuff. Well,
yeah, sure.
My brother did something like that once too.
Why do I feel like as well that it's not just once he's done that?
Yeah, it had an air of practice.
Like it was way too like perfectly executed.
Pictures and everything. Yep. All right. There's a cable TV, FCC. They're going to stop Saturday morning cartoons. So I wonder if that's going to affect the future of video games as we know it.
It might.
What?
Can't get that Mario-based.
I think Cartoon Network killed Saturday morning cartoons. Saturday morning was when you could have cartoons.
You see, what's going on is I think it is they're starting to say, we need more educational content on TV, so you have to dedicate so many hours per week, every station, to educational content. And so these stations are like, well, we don't have enough time for the cartoons if we do that, so goodbye cartoons.
So they're like, let's run Fox News.
But like in today's thing with Netflix and Hulu, and I don't know about Hulu actually, but Netflix has a bunch of cartoons on it, you can just stream whatever I want.
You could, but you're not going to see new ones.
Well, you would.
Right? Not as many, but I know what you mean.
Well, this is interesting. So
every Wednesday is a new episode of Adventure Time.
And how would I watch My Little Pony?
What are you, a brony?
Brony. There's something very wrong with that. I get it. It's cool. You can watch cartoons. Like I still watch the occasional but no, you're not. You shouldn't be watching that. I don't care.
But this is another instance where, all right, there's not enough educational shit on TV. Well, why does it have to be on Saturday mornings? Stop putting 10 million reruns of Pawn Stars on every fucking channel, or Storage Wars. Like,
I'll give you $1.50 for that.
It cost me $1,100. I'll give you $2.50 then.
Best I can do.
All right, here's another wonderful thing. Tetris is getting a movie.
Oh, good God.
Seriously?
The Tetris movie.
Just when you thought nothing about Tetris.
What the fuck is the plot going to be to that?
Maybe he's going to be like some crane driver and he's got like saved the world by stacking crates.
So in the beginning, Tetris was actually a novel. It was an epic novel, and it was converted to blocks for video game purposes.
It was? What?
No, I'm making this up because how the fuck can you make a Tetris movie?
Oh God.
I don't know.
That is going to be like the worst movie ever. It'd be like watching someone play Tetris.
It's like watching someone stack blocks.
You know what though?
Yes, it'll be 3 hours. You're right. It'll be a trilogy.
Yeah. It'll still probably be better than the latest Transformers movie.
It says, so what can we
expect?
If
they make a Tetris trilogy, I am going to put a gun in my mouth.
You can expect a very big epic sci-fi effort from the Tetris
So
film.
Michael Bay will be doing it. There'll be explosions.
Explosions and absolutely no plot whatsoever.
And it's got Michael Bay written all over it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And right at the end is going to be a vampire. So there's an M. Night Shyamalan twist to it.
Actually, it does work because it'll feed into the Michael Bay ruining your childhood. The things you liked at childhood, Michael Bay is coming for him. He's already done Transformers, and Turtles. He's after Tetris now.
This is
poorly 3D animated blocks.
I think the blocks are going to be aliens and they're going to be falling on the Earth and
stacking up to build walls.
Yeah, to trap people in.
And unfortunately, if they make a complete wall where you can't get out, then that wall just collapses.
Yeah.
It becomes structurally unstable if it's a solid wall.
They're drilling into the earth with blocks from the sky. That's it.
I don't get it. I don't get how this could be a movie, and I mean, no, just no. Save your money.
That is the very definition of like scrape. It's not even scraping the bottom of the barrel now. It's like looking under the barrel to see what else is like dribbled out.
What might have leaked out?
Yeah.
What leaked out of this barrel that we've already scraped the bottom of?
Scraped it too much.
And whatever it is, it looks like it mixed with some shit that was down there. Let's use that as a plot.
And what's going to happen is the blocks are going to fall out of the sky, but they're going to be uneven and sort of destroying different objects. And then some scientist, there's got to be a scientist, some like supermodel scientist with a girlfriend who separated from, and she's going to worry about him, so she's going to come back to him to make sure he's okay. At the same time, he's going to discover that you have to make complete blocks in order for the blocks to, like complete lines in order for the blocks to disappear.
And now hang on. That sounds very much like the plot line to Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
You got to make complete lines. I think somebody was doing lines when they thought of making a Tetris movie. Oh, you know what would be cool, man?
The famous movie too.
It'll
be like a Minecraft
Tetris movie. Yeah, good idea.
Is there actually like a trailer for it or anything? Has anybody checked?
No, I didn't look.
That's it. That picture. That's all you get. That's a Tetris movie. It's coming soon. Pre-book your seats now.
There's actually a trailer.
No.
Oh, there is?
No.
That can't be real.
No.
Yeah, man. Hang on. We're looking at an extinction. Hang on. Where can I put this? Over here. Make me
Fine.
jump through the message.
Let me throw this up here and get this program going, and then go over to here.
It is an alien invasion.
There it is. Called it.
Oh, there's no way this is... No way.
All right, here it comes. I got it for you.
I did not create Tetris. I was but the messenger.
Did not create Tetris. Messenger.
I was so wrong.
Oh my god. This is horrible.
I don't think this is...
You created them! You can destroy them!
No! No! It's inevitable.
Let her go!
There's no way this is real.
How do I stop them?
There you go.
Well, it's not real, but...
Buy your tickets now.
It was the same idea I just said. Which is sort of remarkable that I can come up with some sort of cliche idea and just speak of it and it exists.
Starring Christopher Walken.
Tetris.
This
blocks.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Actually, I got one of those. Where is it? Here it is. Since you brought it up, I'll throw that up there. Welcome to the Christopher Walken School of English. All right.
Where you can learn to speak the Walken's English.
All right. That's really all we got time for. I'll throw out there these last two things, I guess, that those people that were found to have hacked into Valve and hacked into Call of Duty and stolen code and hacked into a number of other places have been caught and sent somewhere.
Guantanamo.
I think they were sent to the line where they have to just pay a fine or something.
Stand in line at the DMV.
But they pled guilty. And then I threw up this thing for Playdate just in case we had some extra times. This is basically a list of all the games that are coming out this month and whatever other future months. And I don't know, Alien Isolation should have already been... Nope, coming out on Tuesday. Project Spark, if you're interested. Styx, Masters of Shadows looked mediocre, which is actually good for what we've been seeing. The Evil Within, which I'm sure you're getting inundated with TV commercials for.
Super excited about that.
Farming Simulator 15 is coming out at the end of the month. A new EverQuest.
So much was left unplanted in the first 14 episodes.
Mm-hmm. Exotic fruit this time.
And that's it. That's our
That
wrap.
would be illegal drug DLC. No, seriously, it's illegal. Grow up, man. I have a permit for this shit.
That's that guy from the Dead Island video.
All right. Anybody else want to shout out some topics that occurred for them this week?
Two things.
Yep.
The first is that Twitch and Steam announced some stuff about people have to disclose if they've been paid to do a review or if they're promoting content.
I thought that was already happening.
No.
That's all.
Okay, well, fine.
Well, if you're an actual review, if you're a media outlet, you have to disclose that.
If you're a media outlet, but there are a lot of independent or indie or I don't know. Just Twitch called them influential streamers, and these are people who may be playing a game or talking about a game or promoting a game, and they aren't saying that some developer or publisher is actually paying them to do that. You just don't know, and you just think it's some sort of genuine excitement about the game. And apparently it creates, I don't know, purchase intent and all sort of weird stuff, all this legal speak. So, and with Steam didn't, Valve didn't announce it, but sort of quietly tucked into the news when they start this new discovery update and have curators you can follow in the store to see what games they're recommending. They also now said that those guys have to disclose whether or not they've been paid in order to make a recommendation. So
now what are we going to do?
I seem to remember, I think it was is it Total Biscuit that does those like WTF is whatever game he's like talking about that week.
Yeah.
And I think he said with I think it was the newest Lord of the Rings game. What is it? Shadow of Mordor or something.
Right.
Yeah.
That he found it extremely difficult to get hold of a review copy of the game. And one outlet or one company or whatever PR company, he said they would give it to him if he signed some sort of agreement where he said he would promote the game.
Yeah.
And say that purposely that it's good, and they wouldn't give him a review copy unless he said that. I think he eventually got a review copy from somewhere else. I think it was that game, and essentially, yeah, they said like, yeah, you can have a copy, but you got to sign this like massive agreement that says like, oh, you'll talk nice about the game. And he went, no.
No, I've heard of that before. Didn't we once get something like that?
I seem to remember we did.
Yeah.
Where it's like, we'll give it to you, but you know, you have to say nice things. It wasn't, you know, it's specifically in that words, but it was essentially what it was.
I don't remember what game it was or what we did with it.
Yeah.
And he obviously was like, no. I mean, if you watch that video, he talks. The game is apparently doing very well, and he talks about what's good about it, and he does, a fair review. But he was just like, I'm not just going to sign something just because I'm not going to lie to you guys. Like, it's pretty bad.
Yeah. So it's pretty awful that stuff like that is happening. But you got somebody like Total Biscuit, and then you've got other people that you don't know about who sign whatever paper that was.
Well,
and aren't
the
saying
thing
anything.
is, he's got a big kind of following, so he can say no and go somewhere else to somebody else and get another because he has contacts and he has whoever. Yeah, I don't know where he gets stuff from, but whereas you're right. These like smaller companies or smaller video makers or content producers, whatever you want to call them, will be forced to do that because they just won't get a review copy otherwise.
So then you go to the store and buy one and review it.
True. But then if you do that for every game,
cheap bastard.
So
let's do that for every game that you want to play. Are you kidding me?
That's what's happening on between Twitch and Steam. They're both saying that if you get paid or even receive some sort of other valuable compensation, that's not actual money, then you need to disclose that you received that
free game.
What constitutes valuable?
Yeah, I guess like a free game to review.
But see, then you review it. This game was shit. It's not worth the disc it's printed on.
And you don't get any more review copies.
You don't get any more.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing.
Which I mean is essentially what happened to us. I mean, I won't say what company it was, but we used to have certain contacts that we no longer have because we sat here and said this game sucks.
Yeah, the answer's simple: don't make crappy games.
Or if you do, don't try and buy public
Yeah. That's what it is. The last thing I want to mention is that the guys behind Super Monday Night Combat and Planetary Annihilation, they're back on Kickstarter again to ask for money for another game called Human Resources, which is a RTS, an upcoming RTS.
I don't remember who these people were, so I'm not sure what we're talking about. I don't remember them before.
They aren't worth remembering. It's just more of a rant.
Of the story.
Yeah, the moral of the story is that Kickstarter was never meant for businesses to use as a way to keep the lights on at the business you already own. Stop this. Stop turning to Kickstarter for every single project, new idea that pops into your head and asking people for money. Your existing projects or your past projects should be making enough money that you can eventually fund in-house your game. And if you can do that and you're still turning to Kickstarter, then you suck because you're really I don't know what the word would be, but you're really mucking up the idea of what Kickstarter should be.
I'm going to sum this up for you in 2 words. Fuck Kickstarter.
There you go. It just
I concur with you 100%.
Yeah.
Kickstarter was a good idea. It was mismanaged, I guess, or misimplemented from the get-go, and it's opened the door for the shit show that is laid before us at present.
Yeah.
Fuck Kickstarter. I'm gonna start a Kickstarter so that I can get T-shirts made up that say "fuck Kickstarter," and if you give me $50, every $50 donation, you'll get 1 T-shirt free.
Did somebody pay you for this review?
No.
This is the link to the thing, and it's just they just got done with the game that came out of early access on Steam called Planetary Annihilation, some other RTS that was overpromised, was late to deliver, did not deliver on all the promises, or nearly all of them, and they're back on Kickstarter yet again asking for more money. And it's like, what are you doing with all the money you're making right now? Because people are buying it on Steam. People are. Mm-hmm. What happened to your other free-to-play games that you've now since abandoned and have not had support for?
Kickstarter has turned into just a massive virtual panhandling, like you said, for any reason at all. Whether it's brilliant or whether it's inane, people are on Kickstarter.
Yeah, I don't feel like this should not be a way to keep the lights on at your business. You should not.
If it is,
90% of the things that are on Kickstarter shouldn't be on there. But the problem is there is no mediation of it, and you can't. And I understand the reason that there's not mediation, because then you're picking and choosing what you're allowing people to virtually panhandle for, and that puts Kickstarter in a position that they don't want to be in. However, people are stupid to continually hand out their money.
Yeah.
I mean, I blame that on society.
Yes.
There's a whole bunch of retards walking around with far too much money that are just like, like, fuck. Oh, how come I didn't get this and now I'm angry? Well, fuck. You gave your money to a stranger on the internet that said he might do something with it. He might buy drugs, or he might do what he said he was going to do. Chances are he's going to buy fucking drugs. And you've got no guarantee. Stop being stupid with your money. Fuck Kickstarter.
It's just pretty ridiculous. So the trailer looks nice. There's probably no actual gameplay in the trailer. It's probably all just pre-rendered stuff. But no, just on principle, you're not gonna get money from me ever, even from your release game.
I've not spent any money on Kickstarter, and I refuse to.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I have.
You want to know what Kickstarter is to me? Kickstarter is, guy has an idea. Him and his buddies have this idea. How can we do this? We got this cool idea for a game. How can we do this? And they're like, this is what it is. There's no other game like it out there. And let's put it on Kickstarter. They get funded. They deliver on it. And you know what? I'm talking about Cards Against Humanity. Cards Against Humanity was on Kickstarter. That's how they started. They had to make 10,000 packs. It was going to cost this much. This is how much it was going to cost to deliver. They sold out instantly, and from that point, they've been a successful business. They haven't gone back to Kickstarter saying, oh, please give us more money so we can have another fucking, expansion pack. They've got 5 expansion packs out, holiday expansions out, everything like that. But their Kickstarter was to get them going. It was to kickstart that project. It was to kickstart that idea.
To fund the project.
Yeah, not to fund it. It was to kickstart it. They were investing their own money as well. It was just the printing costs. All their time for development, all their R&D and the whatever the fuck you want to call it, the writers and all that. That was all done out of their pocket. It was this printing and packaging was what they needed the money for. All right, and they went out and said, this is exactly how much it's going to cost. That's our goal, and it's for the goal for no other reason than that. And it took off since that. It's not like, hey, I've got this idea for a video game that's kind of like a video game that we've just done. It's going to use all the same assets, but we really, really need $500,000. I know it's not a lot. Open your hearts and your wallets. Give us some money.
Got some change, man.
To make this game that is going to be ironically exactly like the last game we did with a different name and the same models and the same, but look over that, gloss that over, because we're us.
But that's like the middle stage. There's the other guys that are going out there and going, oh, I've got this idea for a game. It's like a shooter, and then they have these like ridiculous ideas and no concept of it, like how to do it, how to put it together. They don't even sit down and think about it, and they just throw up a Kickstarter and they get a whole bunch of money, and then it's like,
drop some of those pictures on. You'd probably get someone pissed at you, but you could drop some of those pictures on there, Foil. Your idea man pictures.
Oh, no, yeah, and that's exactly a perfect example, like with things like that, where it's like, oh, I got this amazing idea. I don't have any way, I don't understand how to implement any of it, and I haven't even, to be honest, I just sat down and scribbled this on a napkin. And I got my friend, he's pretty good at like drawing, so we'll just, draw some things up and throw it on like, no.
Since I've met that idea man, I've gotten at least one new idea man email per week.
Oh my god.
Really? Wow.
From the same idea man?
No, from different people.
Oh, really?
See,
yeah.
See, now words getting out. Yeah, you've only got yourself to blame for that one.
We should have a segment on our show, the idea man, idea of the.
That would actually be pretty funny. Yeah.
Send us your ideas and we'll discuss it.
Yeah.
Send us your ideas. I can't do it from the other business. No, I can't. But if you send them to us here at Mailbag at MODSonair, I can.
We will discuss your video game ideas.
Mm-hmm.
We won't steal any of them, we promise.
You can't do it from the other one?
No, I can't. No.
Oil says,
why? It's unsolicited emails.
True.
The first guy I can't because of the NDA.
Advertised that say, "Send us your ideas. We're on Kickstarter." You.
There's no way I'll accidentally screw you over. Look at this face. This is the face of trust.
Look at this face.
You can trust me.
Yep.
Well,
all right.
There you have it, folks.
All right, thanks, Ham. Anybody else before we wrap it up?
Just reminded me of that episode of IT Crowd where is it Douglas? He's like dying or whatever, and he sees his dad. And he's like, "Come to heaven," and then whoa, was that Hitler behind you? No.
Oh yeah. All right. Good old IT Crowd. I'm going to thank our host for taking the time out to chat today. Thank you very much, Wellesley, for joining us.
No problem.
Strider, thank you for joining us.
It's always an adventure.
Ham, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
And we'll be back again next week with some of us will be, with some more topics and shenanigans. All right.
Shenanigans.
Yes. See you next week.
Thanks for watching this week, and come back next week when we will broadcast another live show. Details for this and all past episodes can be found at MODSonair.com. We welcome your feedback via email at mailbag@modsonair.com. And please consider subscribing to modsonline.com to support our show. The opinions expressed by individuals on this program are not necessarily the opinions of our sponsors, owners, or partners.
Now let me show you this interesting news article I found online. It says right here, a preemed student auctions her virginity to the highest bidder with no strings attached. But when sexy CEO Adam Drake wins the prize, all bets are off.
Right, firstly, that has nothing to do with me. I should point that out. That is pure coincidence that just happens to be my name.
Yeah. Well, she's out there buying virgins.
Yeah. I got this Kickstarter idea.
All right, everyone.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't even know, like...
What do you search to find things like this? Well, seriously. What, like... Oh, video game news. Video game news. What tops the list of video game news this week?
Adam Drake. All right, everyone. Have a great week. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Or soon to be.